Hey, it's that time of the week again. We're talking hardcore action for hardcore thrill seekers. It's Fearless, and don't forget it. This week, we're coming down a mountain on foot, skis and bikes for an endurance event with a difference. It's high-octane action as we hit the racetrack with the Formula Palmer Audi boys. Bigfoot snow action on some of the meanest slopes on Earth. Small plane thrills as we check out what the pilots do for fun. Getting air, it's not just fun, it's a way of life. Waxed boards and wet hair with the wild women of surfing. And New Zealand's shot over jet, not for the faint-hearted. It may look like a bunch of nuts trying to get out of the cold, but it's really a race down the mountain that's going to take plenty of guts and a whole lot of skill. The first leg clearly is done on foot. They even let them use skis. It may seem like a low energy option, but there's obstacles galore. Kind of fun, isn't it? Bikes? This really is a multi-discipline race. Well, at least it'll get warmer the further they get away from the peak. Not surprisingly, with hardcore terrain like this, you really do need a helicopter to follow the action. Now this corner is a real beauty. Then it's off the dirt track and onto the bitumen. Kind of like getting out of the frying pan and into the fire. Not like that, mate. Like this. Told you, nice guys finish last. And if all that blood, sweat and gravel rash wasn't enough, these adrenaline heads have got to finish up the leg in kayaks. You know the expression, only the strong survive? Well, these athletes eat the strong for breakfast. They've given their legs a go. Now it's time to blast those arms. Good luck, people. It's not that these guys don't know what they're doing. It's just that circumstances get the better of them occasionally. Better luck next time. Gravity always has something to do with it. Pain is a four-letter word. Ouch! This has got to be one of the best things to happen to motor racing since the invention of the turbocharger. It's the Formula Palmer Audi Race Series, and it's a totally original concept. 26 teams, 26 drivers, and 26 cars. Here's the thing, each car is identical. We're not saying the cars are similar or nearly the same, they're absolutely identical. So instead of one-sided races where the richest team wins every time, it comes down to a competition of skill, nerves and willpower. Check out some of this high-speed action. There's no love lost between these two. If all else fails, hit the boost button. And if you've ever wondered what it's like to sit in the driver's seat of a top performance car, want to know more. Even though this is a qualifying lap, it still takes concentration and split-second timing. He's taking this corner at over 150 kilometres an hour. That'll teach him to get in the way. And like any good race car, there's always plenty of crashes. But at the end of the day, winning is what it's all about. Watch out down below. It's small ski snow action and it's not all that pretty. They call it bigfooting for obvious reasons. These little innovations really give skiers some fast and furious action. Next time you're on the slopes, watch out for people shredding the mountainside with them. They'll probably be the ones skiing circles around you. That's a pretty close shave, Fuzzy. Check out Mr. Faceplower. Is it just me, or does this furry guy really get around? Let's play Catch the Camera Guy. Only thing is, he's on a motor ski. We've seen crazy and we've seen insane, but this guy really needs help. Next time you see someone trying to launch themselves from the rocks, call a paramedic. The end of this story is that he didn't get hurt. He only made a complete fool of himself. If you really want to see the countryside, do it in a small plane. And if you score a maniac for a pilot, you can get an adrenaline rush as well. Naturally, there won't be any parachutes on board. You'll be flying close to the ground so you can jump out in an emergency. The best way to go to the beach. Won't get sand between your toes this way. And let's face it, some of this scenery is amazing. Leo Valentin was the first person to develop a technique for a stabilised free fall. Prior to that, the jump was hard to control until the parachute was deployed. It was decades later that another intrepid Frenchman, Patrick Bigay-Arden, advanced freefall techniques to the artistic level we see today. And in 1990, the World Freestyle Federation introduced the team video concept that allowed the world to see the aerial aerobics taking place way overhead. Gravity doesn't have to suck. You just got to learn how to get some air. Let these extreme athletes show you how it's done. Wild. What goes up must come down. Who said that waves are the exclusive domain of men? These women love the surf as much as anyone else, and they've got the bruises to prove it. It's when you see these girls making their moves, it's clear that surfing isn't a battle of the sexes. It's about kicking out, having fun, and getting radical. The sea is choppy, the waves small, and the breeze is against them, but they're out there giving it their all, just like they ought to. Check out some of this action. And just to show we're not sexist on Fearless, here's a couple of major wipeouts by women. It's New Zealand's original shot-over jet, and it's a ride this bunch will never forget. We're talking the power of a V8 engine, steering like a hair trigger, and granite walls that'll let you know real quick if you've screwed up. You'd have to try hard to drown in water this shallow, but that just means the rocks on the bottom are much closer to causing serious injury if the boat should tip. Luckily, that doesn't happen very often. Upstream, downstream, this river doesn't care what the water is doing. Is that the look of fear or what? Look carefully now. I think that guy is losing his lunch. Take it to the limit, brother. Grind that rail. Show him how to fly too. But this guy's going to try to jump between two buildings. And that's our fearless play of the day.